I am invincible! You are nothing before the staff of origination!
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Neonangel, and today we're going to be facing the third boss in the third wing of League of Explorers. It is going to be Lady Naz'jar. Her special ability is Pearl of the Tides. At the end of her turn, she's going to transform all minions. All of hers are going to cost one more, and yours are going to stay the same cost, but they'll transform into something different. Her special card, she only has one of them. It's going to be Looming Presence, and we've had that one on several of the other fights that we've done, where she's going to draw 3 cards and gain 6 armor. So she's able to fill her hand up pretty quickly on that. And with this fight, you've really got to worry about controlling the board, because if you let any of her minions stay on the board for a turn or two, they can get dangerous very quickly, actually. So you've really got to watch out for them and try and control the board as much as possible. 2 of the most important cards probably in this deck are going to be Corridor Creeper and Nerubian Prophet. The reason for that being is that you're able to often cast them for a lot less than they cost, but whenever they get transformed, if they're still on the board, when they get changed by her special ability, they'll still be that same cost card. So you'll still get 6 and 7 cost minions out of that. So you can do that pretty cheaply a lot of times. So let's go ahead and get started. When you're going to do your mulligan, it's best if you can start off with one of the cheap minions, like the Stubborn Gastropod that I've got here for the taunt. Or if you've got one of the other small minions, or even Mind Control Tech, something to start off pretty early with, because she will just unload her hand like the first or second turn and just have like 4 minions out there right away. So you've got to really try and keep up with her.
Liz, how fare the others?
Reno's back with the Rod of the Sun, and Bran's on his way.
The second rate bruiser's really easy to get out there fast as well. Now, if you can start with the Corridor Creeper or the Nerubian Prophet, those are both really great to have in your starting hand, because they'll get cheap fast that way, the earlier that you have them, of course.
Running the program. Hug.
My eyes are open.
Armies of the depths wash over our enemies as a tide of death. Well, that sounds a touch extreme.
Unfortunately, I paid for that. Forbidden Ritual is great, though, to fill the board up, after a couple of turns if you don't have anything out there. But you've got to worry about the lightning storm.
None may steal our secrets.
your own.
See, a lot of times he is so intent on hitting your face, he will just run everything into your taunts, regardless of whether he can kill them or not.
Get it out! Get it out!
And I'm sort of in a weird position here because she's going to clear the board on mine except for my one cost minion, which is going to get killed right away. It would probably have been better if I would have put the tar creeper out there. At least that way, at least one of the minions would have survived. And Karakazam is also a really fast way to be able to catch up.
Revenge!
To arms! Unravel. Job's done.
Now, what I can hope for is that he'll put out enough here, which he should, for me to go ahead and use the mind control tech. Hopefully I get something good from it. She's got a couple of minions large enough now where it's going to be a problem to get through them if I let them get much bigger.
To arms!
For the well song!
Who you want to kill? Doom for you! Who you want me kill?
Engaging TC-130, mental dislocator.
And I got one of the big ones, so that worked out pretty well.
Job's done.
As you can see, she will completely fill the board in a turn. So you just have to keep destroying everything, because if you let anything go, then she would just simply outpace you. Suddenly the minions are getting larger and larger, and yours are staying about the same level because hers are getting bigger every single turn. But she is going to be dead anyway. That is going to be the first win for me. And as usual, I'm going to go ahead and play through until I've won 5 games for you. Defile is great removal. I mean, it's especially good whenever she's got some larger minions out there, because a lot of times you can sort of fix it to where you'll be able to destroy her entire board with it. Of course, a lot of times it destroys your board too. And unfortunately, she's really got a fast start on me there, and getting the weapons there did not help me at all. I'm getting pretty low right now. And she's just playing more and more and more minions. Yeah, Death's Bite is really a problem. And luckily, I drew exactly the card that I needed. I needed a taunt in a big way right there. I've got to get a taunt out here, or I'm just going to be hosed. I've got the Tar Creeper, so the Tar Creeper has to go out no matter what, but I've got to clear this board, otherwise she's just going to overwhelm me. And she is going to be dead. That was extremely close, way too close for comfort. I was down to 1 health there. But as usual, even when I'm so close to death, there's still a way. I still fight my way back, just kicking and screaming. Yeah, I was hoping that she would give me some spells with Lorewalker Cho there. At least I got a Frostbolt out of it. And again, I am extremely low. I have to kill everything on the board, and I need a taunt here in a bad way. And that's funny that she would get a Doomsayer. Definitely have to kill that. She is going to be dead again. Yet again, so very low on health, but was still able to come back anyway. I was actually able to clear everything off there. I mean, you could just see how quickly she will fill up her board. You think, oh yeah, I'm starting to pull ahead here. I've got this, I got this. Oh crap, I don't got this. But she is dead yet again. That is win number 4. That was a good one to get there. And Prophet Velan.
So much power.
And one thing that can sometimes take a little bit longer in these games is that every turn you've got new minions, so you sort of have to reevaluate what you've got on the board and exactly what you can do, how much damage you can do as well. But that is going to be win number 5. Thanks for watching with me today. I hope you enjoyed it, and the fight wasn't that bad. I mean, she can get out of control really fast. As you saw, I really had to stay on top of controlling the board and killing all of her minions, because if you let anything stay out there, then it's just going to keep getting bigger and bigger and more threatening. So you've really got to watch that, and also for her weapons as well. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Thanks.